Hi, second grade. Mrs. Shook again with our grade 2 skills. Unit 1, lesson 19, focusing on some tricky words. Our learning goals. Read words with the past tense marker ed. Read some tricky words. We're going to review a bunch of them. Read a given text and answer comprehension questions about the story. Let's get started. Okay, first to review all of our tricky words. When they come up on the screen, read them with me. Go. Where, he, we, one, the number 1. Be, she, me, 2, the number 2. The, a, was, from, of, do, to, like go to the store, down, how, what, why, and once. Good job. All right. Our new sound skills for today. The ending ed, it's a suffix, will be at the end of a word. It can have 3 different sounds. So when you see that in a word, there's 3 different sounds it could be. If you're not sure which one it is, just try out each one until it makes sense. It could sound like ed, like in the word acted. If you listen, acted, you hear the ed. It could be just a d sound, like in filled, or it can be the t sound, like in asked. She asked, he filled, they acted. So 3 different sounds. Okay, our first card to add to our chart. Again, ed in the word asked. It has a t sound. Not a very common spelling, but some of the words, when you see the ed at the end, will sound like t. So add that to our chart for the t sound. And filled, d. Sometimes it'll sound like a d. Not very often again, but sometimes you'll see it that way. Okay, here's our chart again. It could sound like ed, like acted and rested. It could sound like d, as in filled and hummed. Or it can sound like t, as in asked and packed. So again, if you see ed, it could be one of those 3 sounds. Ed, d, and t. On your assignment for today, you're going to sort some words based on how the ed sounds in that word. If you're not sure, try all 3 pronunciations until one sounds right. Okay, our story for today, we're going to be rereading, The Milk for fluency and accuracy, which means we already know the story, we already know what's going to happen, so now we can focus on the words we're reading and how we're reading, how we sound, to make ourselves better readers. So again, we're on page 28 in our reader. Quickly adding to our chart. This time in the story The Milk, the cat bandit stole some milk, which was on the deck. He swung Dad's belt on the string, zipped off the string, kicked the cup to spill the milk, and was able to lap it up. Our sound words this time: whiz, pop, whack, and lap. All right, let's read our story together. The Milk. Once, Beth left a glass of milk on the deck. The cat bandit spotted it. It was up where he could not get it. The bandit was sad. But then he spotted a string that ran from the shed to the deck. Mom had hung wet socks, wet pants, and a wet jacket on the string. The bandit grinned. The cat bandit went and got Dad's belt. Then he got up on top of the shed. He swung the belt on top of the string. Then he held on to the belt and jumped off the shed. Whiz! The bandit went zipping off on the string. Pop, pop, pop! He knocked the socks off the string. Pop, pop, pop! He knocked the pants off the string. Whack! he knocked the jacket off the string. At last, the bandit went zipping past the milk. As he went past, he kicked the cup with his leg. The cup fell on the deck with a crash. The bandit landed on the deck. Then, lap, lap, lap. That was the end of the milk. Good reading. Okay, now let's talk about the story. We're going to put everything in order. First, next, after that, and finally. Okay, what was the first thing that happened in the milk story? What happened first? What do you think? Very good. First, Beth left the milk on the deck, and the cat wanted to get it, but he couldn't, so he was thinking of a way to get there. What happened next? Next what? Good. Next, he went and got the belt and got on top of the shed. After that is when he was zipping down the line on the belt, knocking all the clothes off, pop, pop, pop. And the final thing to happen in the story was what? Yeah, the final thing, he kicked that glass over, got down and drank up the milk. Good job. Okay, so for your assignment tonight, Google Forms, Lesson 19, you'll have a few questions about the story, as well as sorting out a few words based on the ed ending. Remember, ed, d, or t. Okay, and that is all. Great job today.